And we're back after a short hiatus, and this is why you spread out your uploads in case something comes up. But welcome back to the shift, Commander. I mean, what? Alright. Nope, the game crashed. Nope, never mind, didn't crash. Okay, last episode, we finished Milestone 7 and 8, because there was literally nothing to work on side job-wise, so I was just, like, literally just sitting around for, like, a whole hour last episode. Because, like, the time it would take to, like, increase throughput would just not have been worth it. But, yeah, we now have, trade stations, I guess. I don't know what that means. Trade stations. Okay, okay. So, apparently, you input something like this, and you get a fancy shape like this. I don't know if these shapes have crystal not crystal output, crystal, like, properties. Like, if you drop them, they, like, explode, essentially. I guess I'll find out. But, okay. This is gonna be... So I need to find a square and diamond. Like a full square, full diamond. I have inputs already for this on the main bus, but I'd rather... I mean, I could just double up, too, if I find a diamond somewhere else. Make a lot of sense. But okay, so the problem is, I've been using the main bus for side jobs because it just makes way more sense to do it that way. And I've been spreading my milestones out elsewhere. It's a little tricky. It's a little tricky now that the milestone here requires complex shapes. You know? Just a little tricky. Also, are there any side jobs going on here? Why? I should just untapped. Show completed. So we'll figure it out. Looks like this needs to be pinned. Should tag these two. So I guess I can work on side jobs first. Or this would make a lot of sense. Okay, how big are these? How does these work? Need to input shape per minute. 90 per minute times 12. Okay, each of these is 720 per minute times 12. So what does that mean? There's 8 platforms per full space belt. Number of platforms required to produce or consume a fully saturated space belt. When it says fully saturated, does it mean all 3 layers? I think that's what it means. So how does this work? Do I just do like this, essentially? I just need to find a square. So this is left over. I just need to find a square. Plus diamond somewhere. I think it would probably make the most sense to just find some shape somewhere that has a full square and a full shuriken next to each other. And then just make the shapes there and then just train them all in. Would make sense. This is... Oh, man, I got excited for a second. Well, shuriken... 3/4 of a square. But I guess they don't need to be next to each other. I can split them apart. Okay, we have 2 full shurikens here. Where can we get squares from? I can cut this in half and combine them back together. Wouldn't be that bad. This one's already a half square, so I don't need to do cutting at all. Might do that. But yeah, it looks like a full space belt. Platforms per full space belt. Produce or consume a fully saturated space. So, like, if I get a full 720x12 coming together here, I guess that makes sense. So I can input this many per. So one full space belt of these can do 8 of each of these. So I actually need 2. How am I gonna do? That's a really awkward number. It's really awkward. So I'll have enough shapes with a full space mining, like right here. And I could honestly just double up. Now that I'm looking at it, wouldn't be that bad to just double this up. we have this here. This is 24 lines of just these shurikens right now. The problem is the square. I could train a full square in from somewhere else. Wouldn't it be the worst idea? Otherwise, I could just conveyor belt from here, which is a little weird, but I mean, not that bad of an idea. There's also, oh, there's 2 squares here. Okay, yeah, I guess, you know, this makes sense. You know what? What are these called? What are these called? Refined shapes. But yeah, alright. Because now I have I have just everything I need just here already. Which is good. These will come in here, like so. Got 2 lines of these. Let's move this way. Delete all that. Reverse which way these go out. Okay, actually, what am I doing? Just make a new one. Facing the other direction. Duh. Durr. I have 2 here. I mean, a train could work just fine, too. It's just, I mean, look, I'm not hurting on platformer compat. Let's be real. I'm literally not even I'm using 5%, not even 5%. So stupid. All right, next issue. Colors. I want to get the colors in from somewhere. There's a blue here, red and a green here. I'm not. Oh god, how much color do I need? I need to figure out the color amount. Yeah, I need to figure out how many colors I need. They're all connected, right? Gotta make sure they're connected. I've definitely had this issue before where they're just not actually connected. It's blue, red. Oh. This might not be that efficient, but I mean, it seems like the way to do it. In my head. Oh yeah, they give me randomized shapes to build now. Kind of annoying, actually. Build a manual which the factory can produce any shape automatically. They'll make anything machine. Must be delivered in correct orientation. I mean, this is not that bad. The problem is I don't know how much this needs, and then the vortex is a bit far away, to say the least. Some might even say it's a galaxy away, which could be a problem. You know? I guess I'll pin them anyways. So I definitely seen this shape before. I definitely seen a half shape here. The problem is I don't know what this bottom part is. Is there black paint in this game? It seems like a refined shape. But statistically speaking, this could just be on my screen right now, and I'm just not seeing it. I've seen several of these everywhere. Oh, is it just, are these is this just for the whole playthrough? I need to do these 2, or does it change? Oh, here's one. You know, I need to figure this out now. Where? Okay, vortex is there. It needs to be in the right orientation, so it needs to be rotated. Counterclockwise, I believe. Yeah. Great. Green stop. Passing by the main bus, which is a little awkward, but whatever. And so they already figured that trains can't actually crash. I guess I could just hook it up anywhere. It's whatever. What color train did I use? Yeah, use a different color train. Ooh. Let's gonna make this a white train instead. Just to differentiate a little bit. Great. Basic refined shape stations. I need to make this here. Alright, I have is this the right one? God, it's so confusing. Got the right shape, right? Oh, actually, wait, I need a that's not it. That's not it. It needs to be one side or the other only. That was a shape stacker, space stacker. I definitely have it somewhere. So this is actually 24 already, just this one on its own. I don't know why I need the second. I don't actually need the second one now that I'm thinking about it. Whatever. Single tile, space, 160 rotator. All these. No, I need them on the right other way. Sorry. Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Okay, I can even just do it like straight out of here too. These are on the left. This needs to be rotated the other way. So I have all these. Now I need to get my stackers. The problem, this is only one row. I actually need 2 of these, second floor, third floor. Is the output on the third floor too? I just gotta make sure. Yes, okay, great. Fantastic, and then it shouldn't matter which one goes in where. Go in here, so go in here, like so, like so, like so. Full bottom row, and I could double this even more than this. Pretty sure I can, right? Wait, hold on. These are second floor. Actually, I need to. Okay, I didn't think about this the right way. I can also mirror them as well. So inputs on the inside go together like so. I mean, it just looks a little cleaner. That's all. So that's the first floor done. That's the first floor. We do second floor here. No, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. The mirror just makes it confusing. It just makes it confusing. It shouldn't matter which one stacks to where either, because they're not overlaying anything. This one I'm just gonna literally put it on the top. Like so. Alright, first floor done. Now I'll put a separator between these two. 2, 3, 4. Then we go 3rd floor here. There we go, like so. I have 2 halves to work with, otherwise. Right, this is taking the 2 left halves, going nuts with it. Okay, these colors might. Okay, you understand. I understand the platform cap now. You start to really see just how much things get used. But okay, once this finally starts working, it's not working for some reason. Oh, it's because I don't have 4 times output. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. This whole one. No, it's only 24. Okay, my brain is not working right now. I'm either double or half right now. I think I'm half of what I actually need here. My brain is just not working here. Even though this should... Sorry, there was a bug near me. Okay, never mind. This is coming in 4 conveyor belts at a time, but it's only outputting 1 conveyor level at a time. Okay, then it's splitting into 2 conveyor belts at a time, so I actually need to double this. I think. Again, brain very hard to work with. This needs to come out this way, and then I need to double this up too. This just looks goofy. Okay, this should be 4 lines now. Because I used 1 of these and I cut it in half. Right? Doesn't look full though. Yeah, I'm using 1 16, I'm using 2 16. Okay, so I'm using 24 in right now. They're getting cut in half. Right? I'm not destroying it, we're cutting it, see? It's cut in half. So it should be outputting 48. 12, 12, 12, 12. So this should, yeah, okay, this should be a fully saturated line. Okay, there we go, that should work. And I have 48 of each of these going out, yada, 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 to just make 1 of these, right? 1 full conveyor belt. Bottom row, middle row, top row. Jeez. So now I have this shape. Now I have, oh gosh. Oh, this might need to be a lot bigger than I thought. I need to, oh god, that's a lot of paint I'm gonna be using. Uh-oh. Space painter. Because this only paints a single, yeah, as you can see. I need to develop design that comes from the second row too, by the way. And outputs to the second row as well, which is a little easier said than done, as you can tell here. I think like that works. Go to the second row, then these are fine, they just go up. This is outputting here, is outputting here. This doesn't need to go down, so this needs to go up. Let me come out like so. Okay, let me delete this bottom row. I think that's right. I'll push this back one. I guess I should make it symmetrical so it looks a little better. One coming up, out. Okay, Space Painter, 16x Painter. Painter 16x, second floor. Single tile logic. 1, 6, paint. Where's the paint icon? Where is paint? You know, you think it wouldn't be that hard to see a paint icon. I know there's this one. Is there a regular icon that doesn't? This should work. I guess I should probably test this more than anything. Should definitely test it first. Gotta make sure, Launching across. This will come out here, this comes around here, launches, second floor. Just waiting for the paint to get in here. Okay, great. Now I need to get in from the third layer as well. I'm so glad I added space here and didn't make it ultra condensed. Plus the third floor. This goes up 1, goes up 2. Am I missing an output? That's the next question. These two are both connecting here and coming up to here. Okay, it does. It does change the shape every time you put it in. That's annoying. Not the biggest fan of that, I'll admit it. Did not mean to break that. I was just wondering how that was going to work, but yeah, it looks like it randomizes the shape every time you do the job, so this sucks. And delete. That's kind of annoying, actually. But you only need 1,000 of each, so it's not like that bad. It gets done pretty quick. It just gives you something to do in the meantime, I think, while everything else is working. Okay, sorry. Anyways, back to here. I'll put third floor. This actually comes up to here. Let's do it like this. Looks a little cleaner. Hmm. 16x. Third floor. Logic. I'll rename this. Because I already know it's italics. It's in the right folder. Alright, something like that. Okay. Test capacity real quick. Seems to be working just fine. Yeah, I wonder if you can actually find this shape. Wait, if I could just find this shape, this would be a lot easier. Does the shape exist out in the universe? I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one. Now that I think about it, I've seen the mushroom, but I haven't seen this one. There's like some close shapes like this one, but not like an actual double square. Like, I mean, it's gotta exist, right? It's got every shape in the game, I'm assuming. Out in this universe. Like, see, this one's close again, but not actually. Like, it's gotta exist, right? Just somewhere, it's just a matter of finding it, which is obviously the tricky bit. Because this one exists with the diamonds at the shuriken. I mean, it could be like specifically programmed to not. Oh, no, here it is. Found it. But that's a tiny patch, actually. It's a pretty tiny patch. Yeah. How do I grab this? I just want to grab this. I just want to grab the shape. Just let me grab the shape. That's all I want. Just let me grab the shape. It's gotta exist, and there it is. Found it. But the thing is, you're gonna hit a capacity. Like, you're gonna have to make the shape at some point, aren't you? To keep up. Maybe not. Just gonna bring this in from the top instead, because why not? So the problem is, though, like, if I put this on the main bus, then I'm not going to a specific spot to make, you know, these shapes. Now I'm using the main bus for everything, which kind of sucks, because that ends up with throughput issues, of course. Because each of these is only 16, or, I mean, 12x times. But, like, I guess no, the thing is, you do need to keep doing the milestones after for the operator levels. You know? So, like, it makes sense that I would make a new one every time, but that's a lot of work, is the thing. Because, like, I had to find the, I'm just lucky that this shape just happens to just straight up just exist here. You know, like, it's not super easy to find all this in a nice orientation. Like, there's only, I mean, infinite universe, obviously, infinite possibilities, of course. But, like, it takes time once you go further and further out to bring everything back, too, of course. Oh, God. And then the amount of paint that's going to need for this. Oh, this is going to suck. Okay, this is for the first floors. I can use one that have the second floor. Actually, no, that works. And then the third floor. I'm not splitting them up, is the thing. Like, I should be splitting them up. Because they're going to, I'm using them for different colors. But, like, it looks bad when you do it like that. I don't know. I should need to come from a little further back. I guess I'll use green here. Oh my god, it's gonna need the other colors too. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. This some bona fide booty, you know what they say? It's gonna make it look like this because I don't know. It's kind of cooler than whatever the heck this is. No, I should use red in here and use blue this way instead. So the thing is, I only have a single, like, conveyor belts worth, like, 4x of each of these, which is not ideal, so to speak. Trade station. I could take 90. Each of these takes 720. I have a full 720, so I could do 8, right? 8 on a single line. Guess it's fine. Oh, I didn't think about the space concerns. I didn't think about space concerns. I guess I should do it like this. 7, 8. Blues. Oops, I have to copy that. Not destroy it indiscriminately. My bad. Committed war crimes. Whoops. Something like this. And I have all these. Is it the same input as output? I don't actually know. How does this work, by the way? Rocket launch. Does it go out in the same line? It does go out in the same line. Okay, so I could combine these, technically. Ugh. And then, I mean, there's enough space here. I could do, like, 4 more, and there's always a second one over here as well. And, like, obviously I can fit more here and then more here, so I could do a full line of all of them. But like, again, my, organization structure here where I'm doing side jobs in the main bus is suffering here. You know? Which is not ideal. Which is not ideal for what I've done, but... These take a while, by the way. But yeah, I only have a single line of all these, which kind of sucks. I mean, I could just make it here, both of these here, and then use my main bus for the. Oh, because I am bringing in all the shapes I need at the main bus, you know. So this is probably getting close to this. Like I'm already bringing all the shapes I need to the main bus is the thing. But this would add like an insane amount of throughput for these operator levels. I just make this all one. Here, why is this blue? Probably because it's the wrong color, huh? Yeah, maybe these could be like a single, like a neutral trade station. And then just whatever color goes in comes out. Like whatever. Alright, anyways, I have all these. Coming out here. On individual layers. And alright, let's go check out this milestone. What do I need for this milestone? I need one of each and a diamond. Blue diamond. Okay, please tell me there's a diamond around here, because I did not look ahead. Nah, you know, not looking so hot for the diamond being around here. I guess I should have thought about that. Shoot. Shoot. You know what they say, heckin' heck. I have a corner here, I have a corner here. I don't want to work with corners. The throughput issues on corner. I have a half here. I have 3/4 here, but it's like kind of awkward to work with. You do it like this. I mean, I guess it's already in the right orientation. You know, whatever. Whatever. We're using this shape. It's gonna immediately cut half of it. Alright, that'll destroy all the shapes, so it's just this one left. I just gotta copy and do it again. Use a 180 rotator instead. I gotta combine them all. Oh my god. Oh! Okay, you know what? You know what? It's time. It's time to make a... What shape would work best for this? Longer, maybe? I think 3x3 is not bad, but like this looks way better. Alright, alright, alright. It's time to make a massive shape stacker for 2 separate sides. 12x input and everything. It's time. It's bin time. It's bin time. Okay, how am I gonna do this? How's it gonna work? God, this is gonna be such a nightmare to work with. Because both of these need to be... Yeah, what is the best way to do this? Maybe come from sides. Maybe coming from the sides is better. You know, like going across. I guess one side needs to go down one is the thing. This one goes all the way across. All the way across. Like, it doesn't need to be space efficient. I don't care about space efficiency anymore. And we got infinite space. It's fine. I've never been constrained by space. Okay, how am I gonna make this work? That's the next issue. How am I gonna make this work? Because this is already a mess. You have 3 layers here. Is that enough? Is 12 enough? Two, three, it's 12 total. But each takes 2. So how many do I actually need? Okay, okay. Each of these is 2 inputs of each, so technically 4 inputs overall. I have 24 inputs overall. Cut that in half. 12 to... I only need 6. Actually, only need 6. Right? I think that makes sense. Probably just the organization of it is the tricky bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, because this is 24 total inputs, and this already has all my inputs. So I could do it in halves, maybe, if I can find a really condensed solution. I guess I didn't need this big of a shape. But like, also, I might have also need this big of a shape. The problem is, yeah, getting the inputs where they need to go. That's the tricky bit now. Like, it's like, okay, this can go here. This can go here. This can go here, and then this can go here. That's great, but like... help. But like, help me. I should put in the middle. Just delete the outside ones. It's like I mean, I could make it a 2x3. But again, space efficiency is not really the priority anymore. So here's the other issue. One side needs to be on the bottom, one side needs to be on the top. And it makes the most sense for it to be uniform. But that's not always the easiest thing to do. Like, all these would come in here, yada yada yada. Okay, that's 4. Great. But then I need to, like, lower another 4. Before I even get, like, a cross here, which is a little annoying. Just make it a straight line so it looks nicer. And you never know, that extra space could come in handy. So like we have this, and we have this. That's great. The problem is all these need to go up at some point. I guess... Okay, I guess make it further is higher. Oh, no, I should do further is lower. Wait, it's further lower make more sense? We have this here. I want to like make them all go because they all have to go on the second floor. So putting any lower than that is kind of pointless. Now we already have this third floor here, but like, no, I missed a space. This needs to come out one. All this. Okay, now I have 12 lines on the third floor. I guess they could be on the second floor too. And then these coming over here, like so. Okay, here's the next issue. The third floor needs to come down at some point. Let's do it. One down here. Let's try this. They're all in the bottom row. 1, 2. Oops, that should go in here. Whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. Now I have one side coming in. It's so space inefficient. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. But like at the same time, Now, how do I make this more condensed? Okay. Could fit another one over here. Then delete one on this side. It's a little cramped, I'll admit it. But, like, that's what we want. Okay, something like this. I hate how much wasted space there is here. I mean, I could input it from the back too, so that just instantly comes from here. But like, the important thing is it's organized and you can tell what's happening. Okay, that's the point. So could I fit this in a square? That's the next question. Can this fit in a square? And the answer is no, it needs to be at least 3 wide. Do something like this. Grab all this. Okay, come out here. Tap this one out real quick. Okay. I mean, I'll take this. Now the issue is right here. I could input from here, or even from this corner maybe. If I launch it across right away. So like, if I do something like this, for example, now there's space. Now there's space for inputs to come in from the bottom row and work out. And then the second row. And the second row, on the other hand, is the issue now, is it also needs to come out. I could do something like this. And then third row comes in. Actually, need to beat this row. This is like the most condensed you can get the intro coming in here. I can actually turn this right here. Like so. Okay, then I can't. Does this work? Okay, something like that. I complete all this. And needs to output at some point, of course. I need like a 2.5 by 1.5 shape, right? That's the issue here. See, like they both just don't fit. Just barely don't fit. And I could condense it into a single square, of course, as well. But it would have to do a lot of like belt weaving, and I would like move this whole layer like back one, and it would just not look that great. I mean, it's not a complete loss, I suppose, to do it that way, because I'm never gonna look at it ever again, right? The point is that it does its job, and does the job well, with minimal space consumption, right? That's the whole point. Oh wait, I can just move these all into the same one. What am I doing? Oi. Yeah, it just like hurts not being able to like super efficient with some of these things. But that's also like weakness to think that way. You know, like there's so many inefficiencies in our everyday life already, as is, so like. Anyways. Here we go. Get 12x. 12x stacker. Flash up a tile, space, blueprint. Gotta get some stackers here. 12 stack. Alright. Anyways, what was I doing? I got very distracted. I need this diamond, that's right. I have to leave it at half of both of these now. Anyways, these are 4 full conveyor belts of half circles. This time I might actually make it look like this though. With the mirrors. It looks a little wild. I don't know, it's kind of fun when it looks wild like that. Yeah, I guess I just layer it. Not super efficient, but like whatever. At this point, it just needs to get done. I don't really like using a conveyor belt for this, but it costs a lot of platform capacity. At least that's not that bad. I guess if there's a backup at any one of these, it becomes a problem, doesn't it? I just realized that could come back to bite me. Oh god, I hate using super long conveyor belt. I hate this. Alright, looks full capacity on that one. Mostly full capacity on this one. A little slower on this one, and a lot slower on this one. There's some inefficiency, to say the least. Just trying to think about why. I guess the full input comes in here first. It splits in half here. So it's technically going half into a fourth. It would make more sense to come into it, like, put this in the middle, and then split off in 3 separate directions, maybe? No, that would also be inefficient. I don't really know, actually, huh? Whatever, I got diamonds now. Okay, I gotta deal with these side jobs in the meantime, though. I gotta think about that as well. I also need to find a train. Gotta make a train. Heading back to the station as well. Loading station here. Then I'll just combine it with the melon, because I'm launching trains right into the vortex, so I don't need to worry about this anymore. It's great. Alright, anyways, slanted halves. Now, how much is this going? 12x input? That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. because it's gonna mix up the colors. I just realized. Yeah. Yeah. That's a problem. That sure is a problem. Okay, I guess I have to split them up. Yeah, if I had circuits, I could just, if I wanted to use circuits, I could do that. Make that a lot easier to work with, but yeah. I'm actually gonna, I wanna input, the middle wants to be, let's make this a little more, just give me a little more space conscientious about this. Okay, these are outputting on all 3 layers. That is kind of a problem. It's kind of taking its time here, huh? There it goes. So why is it not outputting? Oh, because I set it up so it only outputs on this side. On a single layer, huh? Or on the 3rd layer. The 3rd layer goes this way. 2nd layer goes both ways. Yeah, okay. You know, I probably could have thought ahead about this a little bit. Okay, that's going on the 1st and 2nd layer. Not the 3rd layer. Oh, man. Why this screen's not working for some reason? Maybe this has had a flaw in it the whole time. Thoughts? Why are these? I don't understand what's happening. I feel like I messed up somewhere. Okay, these come in here, they're all the right orientation. And then the shape needs to come in from other layers. It needs the 2nd and 3rd row. I didn't split the rows up. Oh my god. I want to die right now. I actually want to die right now. What the heck? Oh man. Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh, jeez. So only the 3rd layer is combines itself. Man. The 2nd layer can't combine itself. I guess if I put it on the lower inputs here, but I didn't design it that way. I designed it that all 3 layers would be full no matter what. and they're not self-sufficient on the first. And so something about the first and second rows are split up. So like these blues going up actually, they need to come down. They need to go this way actually. Okay, how? I mean, I gotta fix this now, because like this is a really good design when it works. It has made my life significantly easier when it works. So I kind of need to but yeah, it wasn't designed for single inputs. Basically, is the issue. It was not designed for single inputs. Alternatively, I could move some of these to separate floors, but there's 4 of them is the issue. So it wouldn't divide easily. But yes, I need to get these back 2 need to go on the bottom 2. That makes sense. Oh, this is kind of a mess to work with if that's the case. That's so weird though, how only the 3rd layer is self-sufficient. This is 2nd layer. I guess I can make 2nd layer only go to the back one, so these earlier ones here would need to go down. This would need to go down here. This would need to go down. This needs to go down. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I can change the inputs up. So these things go to the back too. This needs to get cut off. Then I need to put this in here instead. This in here instead. This here instead. And this here instead. Actually, I'll do it like this so it looks a little nicer. Anyways, this will make it self-sufficient on the back row for the 2nd layer. The problem is the 1st layer design. Since I don't have shapes coming in right now, this is kind of hard to work with. Okay, it's not working. It's because they're the wrong orientation. Oh man. How did it turn out? How did this happen? They're all bottom way. This should not be a problem. These are swappers. Okay, okay, these are... One goes down, one goes up. These are both coming down. So I need ups. I actually need ups to go into the bottom side. Right? Let's try it like this. I need to figure all this out first and foremost. Okay, yeah, see that side's working now. So next issue is how do I condense this? Okay, I guess I can do this. There. Okay, but I'll do that way. I need to copy this. I need to find a full shape, like here. Just so you know, this still hasn't gotten here. This conveyor belt I just made. It's taking its sweet time. Like, this is why I don't like doing the large-scale conveyor belt type stuff. All right, here's the next issue. Some of these need to go up, some of these need to go down, and they need to be rotated at some point as well. Problem is I already did the rotating back here. That's why my previous design worked, because this rotating was already working. Here, on the other hand, I need the right-facing ones to come into the top. I don't have any right-facing. I literally don't have any right-facing ones. I don't have any right-facing ones to come in from the top. I need to rotate them anyways. Okay, right-facing ones are the top. These are on the bottom. Oh, God. These are good. These other four, however, how am I gonna do this? Oh, it's gonna look so bad after I finish this. That's the problem. And my previous design, I mean, it looked a little nicer at the very least, but now that this is the issue now. It was all a lie. It was all for naught. But anyways, these need to rotate. These need to rotate and go up, essentially. That's like what's going on, or needs to happen, I suppose is the right way to say it. And there's a limited amount of space I could launch across here. Because these are in the way. And I mean, I launched these across. God, it's so ugly. But it is enough space. It is enough space. That's the important bit, is that it is enough space. Oh man, I absolutely despise this. But I also don't like care to make it pretty, and doing it all over from scratch is like not really an efficient use of my time, unfortunately. I could just not rotate these down here. Ugh, okay, well, I mean, yeah. I don't know if this works either. This is a test update that I need to think about. These circles. Because there's no guarantee this will work the way I need it to. For these other shapes. Well, I mean... Try it, see if it has any problems. These all coming from the middle, and the middles are just the back ends. Okay, something's wrong. Something's wrong. that just a graphical issue? Oh, these are already on here, that's why. Is it fixed, though? Okay, they're all being put into the right orientation. Looks good on this side. Looks good on that side. I don't know why I did this for the blue. I didn't need to do it for the blue. Oh, the red's already done. I just realized. Need to clear these out real quick. Okay, next issue. Do these shapes have the properties of the crystals? If I combine them, will they shatter? I assume no, because it wants me to make this shape. And it's like, there's no way it would do that, right? But like, I also don't know. Space painter, space mining, input, output. What was this for? That's just a regular swapper. Okay. I need. Where is my? I just made this. I literally just made this. Output shape stacker, 4x4 tile, right bottom. That's the one. Is this the one? God. It's not this one, like the other one I just made, but... Wait, I did it already. Wait, I already made one of these. Why did I make another one? Why did I make another one if I already had one of these? Why did I do that? Why did I do this? Why did I make this one? Oh my god. Why did I make this one? I already had this one. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, let's see if it works. It doesn't, because they're coming from different input output. Oh my god. Oh my god. So the top rows are coming from the bottom. Oh my god. Shapes too. Why do you keep making me feel so stupid? Oh my god. So I actually need the bottom rows to go with the bottom rows of the other side. This only works when it's full capacity. Which, it's not, as you can tell. So this 3x needs to come in at the same time as this red 3x. The second row needs to come into the same outputs as, oh my god. Yep, croc. Yep, croc. You know, maybe that's why I made it. Maybe that's why, because it definitely works. Right? This one works too, right? It doesn't. It doesn't. It needs to be full input. It needs to be full input. Oh, help. Help. This is middle and top row. This is outputting both on bottom, actually. No, it's both on top. It's crazy how it perfectly lines up to not work. Because there's no third layer on the red. This takes the same input layers. Ideally, I would have a design that, like, doesn't matter which input comes in. They'll all meet up in the middle and then output. Do I need to do that? Do I actually need to do that? Do I need to find some sort of system that'll combine all my inputs together onto the same line so that it doesn't matter where the input... I mean, because that would make it way less finicky to work with. like way less finicky. I want to do that. Because like basically every line needs to go in every other line at some point here. I don't know how you would do that though, is the thing. I'm not even sure if there is a way to do that. I mean, there's some logic I could use with circuit rewiring, and I could use overflow splitters too. Because it's like, oh yeah, too much input here, and then it'll push. There is a way to do this. I just don't want to think about it right now, because I just want it to work. I just want it to work. But the problem is that this is also my shape stacker. This also has same inputs it needs. All my designs require same inputs, and these are not same inputs. The green's going. That's good. Okay. I need to put the green on top of a blue crystal at some point. Although I'm not actually sure I have enough blue paint. These are kind of... How much are these taking each? These are 1,800, 7,200 each of these tiles. No, I got plenty. Okay, well, this is very unfortunate. Because it's always made sense to do things on the same layer. I could do a pretty easy solution where I just make sure the red's output on the same one as the blues. But like, feels wrong. Feels wrong to do that. Because it's not gonna work for other ones, and that's gonna cause more issues later. But like, yeah, just put the blues. Just delete all these, and then just, you know, put blue going down the bottom, put blue going down the bottom. But like, this is not a solution, really. This is such a band-aid solution that like, it's questionable. It's also inputting on first and second row too, so I guess I could just make another train. I don't know if this will actually work. I'll be full stop. I don't actually know if this will work. I guess I could use a different... I should use a separate loading station. At the very least, I need to use a separate loading station. It's not pretty, though. It's really not pretty. All right. Get an output into both sides, right? Yeah. Blues are out here. I need my greens. Oh, these are done loading up now, so I don't need this anymore, but... come out over here and stack up. Okay, which side of the green's going on? They're going on first and second floor. These blues are only on first floor. Should make this a second floor one. What's the second floor? Second floor. And space stacker. First floor. Second floor. Actually, I need 2 first floors, don't I? Looks so bad. Oy. Alright, I need to swap this with the shape. Milestone 8. Or no, 9, right? Milestone 9. It's so bad. It's so bad. I hate it so much. It's so bad. But I mean, it'll work. It'll work. Yeah, this is just full band-aid solution. This is not like I can't like double this up at all. I would have to do a lot of finagling to double this up. Oh well. Them's the breaks. Should be more than enough blue paint. I can always just add more. I guess paint hasn't really been limiting. It's taking a while. There's 4 outputs. Really, I feel like this should be enough, shouldn't it? Oh. No, it won't be because this is... I need a single tile. Okay, I need to make a preferably single tile, but I could do second tile too. I need to make a shape cutter or splitter like this. I need to make it like for like just every single layer. Do I have a shape cutter? I have splitter and organizer, which is not really the same thing. I mean, it kind of is. Kind of is the same thing. I may as well just do all the jobs here too for this, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, all the side jobs here, so I need a square. I need a square. I have everything else I need already. So I just need to find a square, which just happens to be right here already, so... Pretty cool, huh? Okay, yeah, I understand now. It kind of all worked itself out. Good job, game devs. You got me. You got me. I could just do all the side jobs and then just finish off the milestone. Just leave it on the milestone bit afterwards. Once this is done, essentially. And then it's just a matter of waiting. But I technically already have everything I need right here for all the side jobs. Like, I actually very muchly have everything I need already. It's just a matter of if I want to use it or not. Or if I want to make it specifically for this milestone. But yeah, I gotta find... I need opposite halves. I need a mega... let's go to my notebook. Maybe I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't. Probably didn't. A swapper. I don't know if I could do it in a single tile. I'd probably have to do it at 1x2. I don't know. Okay, how does a swapper work? First, you know, let's just do that real quick. Let's just get yourself a nice swapper. Need to visualize. I'm definitely. I know visual, like the whole visual learning thing, is not actually like oh, you're a visual learner versus other. It's not actually really like scientifically relevant, but it does help me because it all just teaches you how to learn in different ways. It's just whether you can actually use it or not. But I need to figure out what a swapper does. So where's my north orientation? You kind of need to keep things north orientation because all the shapes, you know, cut from like, oh, it cuts west end, you know, things like that. Okay, delete this, clean these out. Now I have these coming out here. It's not pretty. Okay, swapper. Swaps the west halves of 2. So I just need to make a single tile that, like, swaps 12 things. 12 inputs. I guess it's 45-45. And swapper kind of only works on 2 separate inputs. Like, that's the only reason you would ever use it. You would never use it for a single input. I mean, maybe you would. I guess maybe you actually would. But how am I gonna make this? Yeah, where's my cutter? You know, where's the cutter? Where's my cutter tile? Shape, rotate and destroyer, pinner, clockwise rotator. Pinner, left destroyer, splitter, and organizer. Is that right? Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm gonna use a full shape just to make this a little easier. It shouldn't matter. So I need to make this, but instead of cutters, I do rotators. Or swappers. I'm not sure if this will actually work, though. That's the thing. I no, it's not gonna work because I set these to different ways. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Swapper shouldn't matter. Mirrored, it literally won't matter mirrored. But I have 2 inputs. I'll be swapping a lot. Problem is how I'm gonna make that work. Clean this out. Rotate this to come out this way so the inputs are together. got a swapper here. I should use two separate shapes just to make it easier to visualize. Do I have a second shape to work with? I do have diamond here. I'm actually gonna rotate this upwards. Okay, they come in through here. I have swap. Inputs and swappers are gonna be really just a hassle. How many swappers do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 for every single. At 2 lines, I guess. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let's actually make it 3 by 3. And the reasoning for that is just because you got to make it first, then you can condense it from there. It's way easier to work with it like that. So we have all these shapes coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 lines done. 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines. 2, 2, 2, 2. I should do it by layer, actually. So these, okay, this would be enough for 4 in. And then just make it like 8. Just put groups of 8. So these 2, 8. 8 come in here because there's 8 inputs. One line works like so. So one line can do all this. She's a further line. What am I doing? So it needs to come from here at some point. Another line comes out here, goes in. And this would also need 2 lines to keep up with this. Just a little awkward, to say the least. Come like this. Launch across, put in. No, because that gets in the way of this one, this launcher. That's not gonna work. Alternatively, go like this. Something like this. Launch in, launch in, launch in. So this breaks into 2 separate outputs, is an issue. I mean, that's kind of what we're going for, but launch in, launch in, launch in. That back one is the issue, however. I could also do just a whole bunch of back insert. Just do something like this, basically. Use the launcher just for convenience sake. This can come in from the side like so. So this would come up, this would go across like that. So it looked kind of like this. Next bit is output. I don't want to organize these outputs because I do want them to swap out, essentially, from each other. Like I'm basically I'm just trying to make a big space like a space swapper. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm not trying to organize it. I'm not trying to make it like come up the right shapes and all that. And then we could just use big boy logic. the top side. Okay. Why does some shapes like not have like the green? Oh, I thought that's a little weird. Okay, anyways. This needs to get placed on top. And as long as they're on the same orientation, this should work, right? I'd think so. It's only in the first 2 floors. Assuming they're lined up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another 4 here. That would be the top layer. That's not... Wait, I made this one so nicely. What the heck? So it's not telling me if this is the right shape or not. It's not. It's the other way. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. How do I... Okay, I didn't really make it super nice for this. Shoot. Okay, which side is the bottom, which side is the top? Gosh darn it. Okay, these are all... Left side is top. Right side is bottom. It's not the right orientation, by the way. At least I don't think it is. I just need to rotate this once. Space tile, clockwise. Need to rotate once. Clean that out, clean that out. I used to think so, right? Oh, I guess I'm not in the right orientation. Okay, I guess it actually was correct. This one needs to rotate, but now it's kind of fine. Not really. Okay. This needs to be the rotated one. Right. That's being used for this. Okay, like, why does some shapes just not have, like... It doesn't tell you it's, like, the correct one. Comes in here. This should be the right orientation for everything. Alright, let's delete that. Come back to here. What else is going on? That's doing great. So I'd like to get a single floor design. I don't like this upper area. That kind of sucks. If I could find a design that works on a single floor, then I could just move it to the next floor, because there's no stackers getting going on. So I need 16 of these. Split these. Oh, it's possible to fit this on a single. I can fit on a 2 across. Hold up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I can barely fit. So 2 of these need to go this way. And 2 of these need to go this way. In fact, it would actually make more sense to do opposite sides, right? Add a space between them. Doesn't shoot across so nicely. Let's add one more space here. So these would be like this, and these would launch across like this. Nice, look at the shape. Is this the right shape? It seems like the right shape. It's just not giving me... Oh, I think this happened before. It's because something in like the previous process is messed up somewhere. So it doesn't like think it's like fully efficient. I guess I could just shove it in, hope for the best. It's 1440 per second. Or per minute output. It's not that bad. I gotta figure out a design for this though. I still gotta work on this. Okay, so then these are out here. They should all be on the same orientation, so these should always be on right side. This needs to not line up with input. I need to launch this across, out their space. For this to come in. So it would look something like that. Okay. Left input, left input, left input. I want the... Let's see. I think I should get the squares to always launch in. I think that makes more sense. Always have the squares. I mean, shuriken's always launching in. In like so. These squares come in. Need to get this square to launch across somehow. I mean, I have plenty of space. I guess it doesn't need to be super efficient. It's not gonna take that much room. I can make this in a 2x2 as well. In fact, I'm gonna do that. It'll force me to be more mindful of like how much space I'm working with. It's like this is all one floor. This will work. Take this whole bit back here. Yeah, 3 floors of this. I still don't know. It's just I mean, it's the right shape, right? Is it not? It's not telling me it's the right shape. that, I wonder if that's a bug in the game or if there's like something wrong with what I've done. Cause, you know, because this game's been pretty good about it is what I mean. So I don't know if it's like what I've done wrong. Also, I'm just gonna delete these real quick. Okay, in the meantime, I gotta go back to the main bus. I gotta do these other shapes, like eventually. I gotta do these side jobs. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. So, what do I need for these? I need red. I actually do need all types of crystals. It's only 2 jobs, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I need twice as much red as I need the other 2. So, how do these work again? Need square, shuriken. That's why I'm making the swapper tile, to make this easier, that's right. So actually I do kind of need... Okay, see, I knew I was doing it for a reason. I just get a little lost in the sauce. So we have all this here. So this can actually go here instead. Just gonna condense it down. This can pull back this way. Just launch across immediately, so that like this can go here. You can also use both the close ones to send across as well. I'll send this one across. This one will get sent across. I have 2 lanes that these come out of. See, it is the right shape. I can move both of these back by 1. I can actually launch them across here, but I don't need to do that. And this launches this way, giving me ample space to work with these other ones as well. Could also just launch it here. What's this one here? Dump it into here, like that. All about the inputs and outputs at this point. So this can catch closer. But all this room to work with, I can pull it back. I can pull this all the way back to here. I can even pull back 1 more, technically. Yeah, I shouldn't even use this launcher at all. I could just immediately go up, like so. And then this can get launched across and go in here. This can instead come in from here. So then I can pull this back even more. Like so. Great. The problem is this side is going to be a little trickier to work with because I already, you know, worked with this side. Yeah, I use space on the left side for condensing this side. That's the problem. So now I got to figure out how to kind of keep this level on this side. Is the next issue. So it'd look kind of like this. But that being said, I can condense it even more by just going directly in through here. And I have all this extra space to work with on this side. It's not gonna be that pretty, however, obviously. You can also shoot across here, and then shoot across this way, here. And this can actually go here, in like this. And I can leave space open here, come across through here. This would be catching from this side now, so I can actually move this down here, like so. And this launches across here. Now I have a square here. I need to get this square into here. I can launch this across here, like so. And this side, I can just launch directly into here. Send it across. And this side can go launch across here. Like so. There we go. Huge, absolutely huge. Then I gotta figure out how the outputs now. That's the next issue is the outputs. So let's see if I can get 1x2 of this. So this is what I have to work with on the ground. Okay, so I need to. Yeah, let's go left side inputs go left. You know, that makes sense, right? Left side input, go left. So there's one here. One here. Come out this way, even though the input's way up here instead. Do it like that. One, two. Line these up. Something like this. These actually can be a little further in, like so. Not that it really matters because I need to output here anyway, so like whatever. I guess it would be better if I did it like that. And the problem is these need to get outputted, obviously, at some point. Let's condense this down a little bit. These are my exits. This needs to go right. This one will go a little shorter. Actually, I could leave the space open. Go out one like so. So this goes this way. Shoot this out, shoot this out. Figure out how much space we have to work with first and foremost. this would output here. This would output here. This would output here. This would output here. Now, as you can see, we don't have that much room. So I gotta think about something to do with that. This will come out. I could launch out coming in instead, so. Launches out, this launches out. Like so. Probably these are all the left side shapes, so it's a little askew. Here's what I'm working with. These are coming on left side output. I don't actually need to, so I could just do this, condense it down a bit. These are getting caught here. Catch all these in. See, this is the problem. I don't have a way to condense this down for the outputs. Like I need like a 1x2x2 is what I need here. Game doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And I could do a whole bunch of belt weaving as well, if I really wanted to do that. It would kind of suck. It would be like so jank, but not like the worst idea. I don't know, could I condense this even further? That's the question. Theoretically, I could, because I could throw this way, and I could also have a catcher this way. It looks really weird. But like, theoretically, this is valid. This is a valid design. They're throwing across each other. It gets very confusing, yes, but it is a valid design. So that would save one tile down here. I could push everything back one. Everything beyond this point gets a whole lot easier. Unfortunately, that's not really how life works out. Something like this. So these are all... something like this. Don't get caught like here. So I have this design. The problem is I'm coming up on my room cap here. My space cap. Because if I do it here, look, like it's not gonna work out that well. I don't know. It's not with this. I don't think I can. It's possible. I just don't think. Just not with my design. That's all. Unless I get like really crazy with it. I don't know. How far can I throw these? Not gonna work. Actually, you know what? Can a belt catcher take from multiple launchers? I am actually so curious about this right now. Would that work? No, it doesn't let you. Okay. Ah, well, that's sad. So how do I do this? I could... I don't have enough space. I just don't have enough space. I would need to get space from somewhere else. Is there a way to push everything back one more space? I don't think so. Alternatively, I could just do a design that just inputs from each layer and just use 3 of these instead of using one single tile, which would work just fine as well. It'd be kind of lame to do it that way. It costs a lot more platform capacity as well, unfortunately. But, like, I mean, it could work. It could definitely work. So I need 1 line coming out here, 1 line here. I need 4 lines, somehow. Likely 1's coming like this, 2 coming like this. The problem is I can't really throw those the opposite way. I could do some very tricky belt weaving by doing like this, where I go like up and down, and then it's not gonna work. I need more space than that. I would need to make it this much room. Oh, it would catch here, basically. It would launch here. This would catch. And obviously launch from here. And then I can get 1 line through here to this side. The second line, though, not really so much. So you have this here, which is not gonna work. Okay, well, if I was willing to turn these sideways and shoot off here and then go up, like, it would work. Like, I could do that. Because then I could use, because this space isn't getting used, right? This space is, this is more space I could easily use, obviously. It would require a lot more launchers and it wouldn't look as organized, but it would work. There is a way. There's most assuredly a way. The problem is I want it to be tileable and like have multiple layers, so it's like really easy to just do it over and over again. All right, let's build this out. You know, just build it out. This can come out here. This can launch out here. There is room for these 2 lines, yes. But that's it. It's like we have this. The problem is, yeah, we only have 1 space of room to work with, which is never gonna work. This comes out like so, this comes out like so. comes out like so. Theoretically, I could go this way with some designs like this. And this would go right too. That there is room for this. There is room for this. Comes at the cost of having to launch this one out, unfortunately. Which doesn't really... I mean... Okay, I could... Okay, let's catch here. Do it like that. And this doesn't need to get launched out at all. I can... Well, no, it still needs to come out. Wait, no, it still needs to get launched. I mean... I'm just out of room. I'm just out of room. What else can I do? Could launch everything. I do have space here. There is space. There is a tile. I could open 2 tiles in the middle. That could work. I just need to move everything 1 to the left that's like beyond this point. That's all. What if I just launch everything in 2 separate, like 1 to this line coming out? The problem is this is not. I don't actually need to launch both sides. That's my left side. My left side here. I need to get 2 lines coming in here is another issue. You know, like... Oh, alright, not the milestone. Nice. Easy. Because, like, I could do this. Obviously. But then there's no way for me to get the lines back across. You know? Like, I can't get this onto a line and then over here. That's the issue. I could move this left one. Okay, gives me a little bit more room here. Then I'm using full space out here. But that doesn't fix the problem, obviously. I don't want to complete this milestone yet. I'm still working on this. Like, again, I'm not hurting on space. So it's like, I don't need to make it a 1x2. I could just make it a 2x2. It just feels bad, though. It just feels bad. I could use a 1x3. Like, I could use a 1x3 and then just move some of these over to the left instead. That could work. It wouldn't be like a nice solution, but personally, I wouldn't mind it, doing it that way. I don't know. Even if I open a space up here, that doesn't help anything. I could close the space and then maybe output here and go around. But that's, like, How? How's that even gonna work, doing it that way? It's possible. Yes, it is possible to do it that way. I could do it that way. I can definitely at least get one line this way, but then there's no way for it to get up, is the issue. Alternatively, I just add a tile here, and I just output everything on this side into here, and put a bigger conveyor out into here, and then I output it easily. That would work. It's not gonna be super pretty, and it is a band-aid solution. Full stop. That is 100% a band-aid solution. It's not even that bad of a solution either, is the thing. It's like that could definitely work really well. Catch. So like I would do like all these come out here and go this way. Okay, maybe that wouldn't work. Do it like this. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Shoot. Unless I go full out with this side. That's not gonna work either. No, that's not gonna work. I can't even do a band-aid solution for that. Okay, whatever. Whatever. This wants to go right. This wants to go right. This wants to go left. Feels like defeat, though, if I do it this way. Feels like defeat. And you know what? In a way, it is. In a way, it is. Again, though, the problem, the goal is that it just works, period, and it's tileable, and then, because like, again, not hurting on space at all. Like, just not hurting on space at all. Like, all the hemming and hawing over this is kind of pointless in its own way. Because again, this needs to be tileable on like multiple layers. Well, so it's just whatever. Whatever. I will guess I will admit defeat on it. Oh, well. Alright, anyways, milestone done. You're still here. Most operators call it a day after the final qualification, except it's not the final qualification. Not you, though. Noted. CMY. It's the trade stations for the other, yeah, these shapes. Oh, actually, this is different. Oh, this is different. Interesting. Second tier trade stations. A class value shape. 2 inputs and produces 1 refined shape. Why? What? Okay, that's just annoying. What? It's not that bad. Don't get me wrong, but like, why would you do that? Okay, I'll call it shorter this time. We have the swap. Have a swapper design, a mega swapper design. So I guess I just have to be happy with it working at all and it's tieable. But the thing is, I already had this right here. That's the thing. I already had this. You know, I already had the swapper. Granted, I mean, I could just double up on it, obviously, too. But, like... I really wanted this to be a 1x2. Like, it's possible. I just don't want to spend more time on it, that's all. I know it's possible, though. That's what stings about it. That's what stings about it. But okay, I'll stop there, because I need to go to the bathroom. And so, thanks for watching. Peace.